everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Nicole and this is Dusty Book Sniffers, and today we are officially halfway through our our 24 days of opening up Advent from the Book Grocer box. So let's get started. Good morning or good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. As I said in the intro, we are officially at the halfway mark. We are opening a book number 12 today. It's so exciting. All right, so as usual, my outfit has been picked by Mia. We have got all the Santa happening today. We've got our Pavlova eating Santa again. We have Santa's bestie, and of course, as Mia says, we have Santa tunneling into my brain. It's a little bit dark from the 8-year-old, but anyway, you have that sometimes with 8-year-olds. They just say what's on their mind and that's what you get, basically. All right, so we are here for book 12, so let me just grab that off the shelf. And I'm loving all the books that I've got. I know I've said this in every video, but I am absolutely looking forward to this mixed bag of books. I've sort of made a bit of a commitment in my head that I am going to try and read these. Now we have 24, so I'm going to try and read 2 each month and see if I can get all of them done by the time we roll around to this time next year. So it's a little bit of a challenge that I've set for myself. So yeah, I think 2 a month is doable for sure. Now I did say a little bit earlier in November that I wasn't going to read as many books that I have read this year, but it's looking like I'm going to. So yeah, anyway we will discuss how many books and everything in my 2023 wrap up and all the stats and all that sort of stuff closer to the end of the month. That is a video that is going up, so keep an eye out for that. If you want to see the other 11 books that I've opened up this year, the playlist is down below, and also last year's playlist, so you can have a look at some of the crime thrillers that I got last year. I do have a video coming out where I talk about my favorite books from that box. I don't believe that I've read all the books, but I have come pretty close. There were several that were series that were a lot like further on in the series, so I haven't read those ones, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to have a look and see if I'm interested in that. So there will be a little bit of an unhaul in that as well, which then I will pass them on to Savannah, and she will go and take them to a book exchange and get what she wants for them, because I can pull anything off her bookshelf, so it's fine. All right, anyway, I digress. We are here to open up book number 12. So let me pop it under the table so we can open it up so I don't grate on anybody's nerves. This one looks like it's a little bit easier to open up. As I said, I'm loving all the books. I'm looking forward to reading. A lot of them have been really good. I'm not a huge fan of Nora Roberts. That's probably, like, out of all of them, the two that I probably am not super excited about is the one that's set in 2020, in 225 AD Rome. I don't think I'm super excited, like, as we're going on. That's not really piquing my interest, so that's a little bit down the further, but I do want to read it because I would like to see what that author is like, because he's quite a learned man. And the other one that's not really doing it for me, even though I like the premise of the book, is Nora Roberts. So it's not that I don't like Nora Roberts, it's just out of the books that I've got some better ones that I'd like to read. All right, we've opened this one up. Let's have a look at what this one is about. Okay, so there is a little blurb on the front. It says, "A rich and complex, beautiful and heartbreaking, just like life." It's called Count the Ways. It is by Joyce Maynard, and she is the best-selling author of Labor Day and After Her. This is what the cover looks like. It's absolutely stunning cover. Let me have a look how many pages it has. This page count is 441. Do we have a little bit about the author in the back? Doesn't look to be. Maybe some acknowledgements about the author. Let me just have a little bit of a squeeze. No, we don't have anything about the author. The font's pretty good too. Like, I'm pretty happy with that size font. It's that works out for me quite good. It looks like it's broken up in parts. We've got part 1, so we've got that. We have a bit of a prologue in this one. Some of the books that I've opened up this time haven't had a prologue. And this one is broken up into Is it it says it's a novel. It has actually got a contents. So we have a contents in this, and it goes up to a chapter 100 by the looks of it. They seem to be very short chapters. So yeah, I'm not too sure what this one's going to be like, but anyway, let's find out when it was published. It was published in 2021, and it was published by HarperCollins Books. By the looks of it, yes. It also has an excerpt in here, Happiness, and it is from a collected poems, in that it's got a copyright of 2005 on it. I'm not too sure what exactly this book is. Now the author does have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, actually 10 fiction books, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, sorry, 5 non-fiction books. So quite well written, and all that sort of stuff. So let me just put this down here. Book 12 for 2023. And let's find out what this book's about, shall we? Okay, so this book sounds like it's going to be a great read. In her most ambitious novel to date, New York Times bestselling author Joyce Maynard returns to the themes that are her hallmarks of her most acclaimed work in a memorizing story of family, from a hopeful early days of young marriage and parenthood to divorce and a costly aftermath that ripples through their lives. Eleanor and Cam meet at a crafts fair in Vermont in the mid-1970s. She's an artist and a writer, and he makes wooden bowls. Within 4 years, they are parents to 3 children, 2 daughters, and a red-headed son who fills his pockets with rocks and plays the violin and talks to God. To Eleanor, their New Hampshire farm provides everything she has always wanted. If Eleanor and Cam don't make love as often as they used to, they have something that matters more: their family. Then comes a terrible accident caused by Cam's negligence. Unable to forgive him, Eleanor is consumed by bitterness, losing herself in her life as a mother, while Cam finds solace with a new, younger partner. Over the decades that follows, the 5 members of the fractured family make surprising discoveries and decisions that occasionally bring them together and often tear them apart. Tracing the course of their lives through the gender transition of one child and another child's choice to completely break with their mother, Joyce Maynard captures a family forced to confront the essential, painful truth of its past and find redemption in its darkest hours. A story of holding on and learning to let go, Count the Ways, is an achingly beautiful, poignant, and deeply compassionate novel of home, parenthood, love, and forgiveness. So it sounds like it's going to be a little bit of a hard read. It's going to need the tissues by the sounds of it, and all that sort of stuff. And it sounds like it's got some really good topics in it as well. So as I said, Joyce Maynard is the author of 9 previous novels, and so 10 in total, including this one, and 5 books of nonfiction. And she also has a well-syndicated column called Domestic Affairs. Her best-selling memoir, At Home in the World, has been translated into 16 languages, and her novels, her novel To Die For and Labor Day, were both accepted for films, and Maynard currently makes her home in New Haven, Connecticut. So, and then it's got all her handles on there, which are all her name, basically, for Instagram, Facebook, and also Twitter. So it sounds like Count the Ways is going to be a bit of a hard read, so I'm going to have to grab those boxes of tissues again when I sit down to read this one, but it does sound like it's a little bit up my alley. I really like reading books, not all the time, because they can be quite heartbreaking and whatnot, but I do like reading books where it's got family connections, and you know, there's some sort of tragedy, and just how they navigate their way through it. I mean, I know it's fiction and all the rest of it, but you know, we do tend to, like, when people write, they do tend to draw on real life as well. So it's really interesting to see how writers portray their characters and how they navigate all of that. So I'm looking forward I know I've said it again, but I am looking forward to reading this one. So that is Count the Ways by Joyce Maynard. Now, as usual, don't forget to give me a thumbs up down below. And also maybe even explore that super thanks button, which is the little love heart down below. If you can't see it, check the three little dots. It'll probably be there. And check what that's all about. And anything that you do decide to do with that button does go back into the channel, whether it be buying books to explore on the channel or to get new equipment. That's what it's all for. And don't forget, if you've made it this far, to leave me a Santa Claus emoji down below, and let me know if you've read this book or not. I would love to hear from you about that. And as usual, don't forget to leave me a comment and tell me what you did today to get in preparation for Christmas and what you're most grateful for. But that is a book 12 from the book Advent box this year. And as always, happy reading, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.